Hi, this is James Page at the FTTH conference in Berlin. One of the main keynote speakers is Roberto Viola, who is Director General of DG Connect at the European Union. And he's just come off the stage and has had a few moments spare to discuss in a little bit more detail some of the themes you were outlining in your keynote. Mainly, chiefly of all, we can start at the top, and you were keen to point out the importance of fibre and the role it plays in any modern society and modern economy. Perhaps you could give us a bit more detail on that.
Well, there's no advanced society or economy without fiber. One can argue about how much is the exact contribution of fiber investment to growth, but this is a detail. The main point is, can someone point of a society which is technologically advanced and does not have fiber? And for sure, for Europe, we have already the answer. We need fiber to grow our economy and our society. It is not only about growth, it's about greening as well. We need a much greener IT ecosystem, and fiber contributes to greening also the world more in general. It's much better than copper.
Exactly. Well, yes, let's pick up on copper. It's interesting timing because the FTTH has just brought out their white paper on sustainability has just come out. But you did talk about copper in some detail. We have a 2030 target to think about in terms of fibre, but we've got to get rid of copper too at some stage, don't we?
Well, yes, in a way, it was in our target. We said that by 2030, 100% of our citizens and companies should be connected to fibre. So it was already there. But, seeing that it's going well, but not so well, or not so fast as we hope, we need to give an incentive. And we are really seriously thinking about having a much more stringent calendar for copper switch off. It was extremely beneficial for television. Once the analog TV switch off has been set, things have changed. People have adapted, and as a result, they have a better technology, better TV quality, more programs, and also spectrum for mobile services. A win-win for everyone. And I think copper switch off in particular, so copper cable switch off, it's a win-win for everyone.
It is. Okay. So copper comes out and fibre goes in, but getting it into the ground and getting it to the homes is one of the key issues. And you were talking about the need for a standardised approach to actually getting build happening because there's problems with how that operates across Europe. Why did you feel there's a need for a unified approach to how that happens?
Well, there are two types of problems. The first one is having a permit to actually dig and then install fiber. The other one is how to regulate the access in terms of different access seekers or having citizens the possibility to choose from one operator or the other. For the first issue, we have changed completely the regulation. A few weeks ago, the new Gigabit Infrastructure Act has been approved. It's a regulation, so same rules will apply all over Europe, and it's a dramatic simplification in the way permits will be released. It will be much faster. And the big news for operators and access seekers will be there will be always the obligation for an administration to give an answer. The answer might be a no, but there must be an answer. And if the answer is likely to be a no, before giving a no, there should be what we call a conciliation procedure. People should sit down, discuss, and see whether there's a solution. The other element is about rules. It cannot be that in Europe we have 27 different rules. It cannot be the similar situation regulated in different ways. That's why we need much more standardization. And that's why we think what we have done already for the termination of calls on mobile systems, which is standard system, standard rules, has worked very well. Now, this becomes very important also looking at an issue which is very much looked at by prospective investors, which is overbuilt. We want people to have a choice, but we don't want people to be wrapped with fiber cables, which are not necessary. Of course, there's a limit how much fiber you can roll out, and there's a much more clever way to have actually diversified access by different operators. But then, to make sure that investors feel comfortable, operators and customers can choose, we need a much more standard remedy for access all over Europe. And that's our proposal, which is in the white book, which is now on the table.
Fantastic. Really interesting. There's lots more to dig into, but I think we'd encourage people to go and have a look at the white paper and listen to what you've been saying.
Bedtime reading.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Required for anybody who's been here or anyone who's watching this video. It's been fascinating.
And it's a public consultation, so people can actually reply to the white paper, mark their agreement or disagreement or suggest other things.
And they should, and it's on the DG Connect website?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, let's hope people go and do that, because there's some really important issues that you've been given a little bit of a hint at that people should go and look at in detail. Roberto, it's delightful to have a few minutes of your time. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Yeah. Thank you.